What can I manage now? Congratulations. You've already won the day by gracing and therefore humbling the uncommon soul with your mere presence alone. You need to know you're awesome for doing that. And I hope I haven't yet hit a wall. There are other towns I've not gone back to check on. It just so happens that where I am is in order, but I'm hoping it's not as big a deal. What's definitely a big deal is the opportunity to say hello to Zarnathium. That, on the other hand, is a big deal and an honor I'm always glad to have when it happens, as I proved by meeting the game and then making sure to meet me as well. See, it's a rule. Whenever Zarnathium is subscribed and in chat, we've got to hear one of his many kitties lance. I don't make the rules, he does. I'm more than willing to adhere to those rules. And I sure hope I don't appear as sleepy. I've definitely gotten my natural sleep. I know that, because I woke without an alarm. Now, of course, there can always be stuff that gets in the way with all that. I forget, let's see. 1508, pull 1311. 1320. So it's either or, really. I'm going to go with that one. I feel like there's a reason for the word bloat, and maybe it's in regard to the Legion Go 2. There is more than there needs to be. It's supposed to be about the gaming, but it sure looks like it's just a PC in the shell of a mobile gaming console. And I feel like the bloat is in reference to that. All that bloatware that's unnecessary. Or gaming on a PC, or rather gaming on a mobile PC console. Which is really, for me, making the upcoming Steam machine feel a little more tenable and a little more, like, maybe more the thing to get. I haven't been to Rimeldar to check on it, have I? Yeah, showed a video of just the bloat that needed updates, which I did see and felt real bad about. And nothing's happening here unless it decides to be happening in order by going to the different places, which I would hate for that. But nothing's happening here. Been to Galenholm, been to Cole. There's stuff in Damdara that I can't do right now. And I don't think anything happened in Cantlin. So I may not have much choice but Cole right now. If there's anything I'm not aware of, I better check. Zarnathium's gonna see if he can do Legion updates on Bazite. If he can, then F Windows totally. See, if you wanted, you could F Windows off your whole PC if you don't already have it there. You've got the stuff for that. Because again, that is not what you got the Legion for. These monsters, though. How dare they? But the royal guard may have run away from the other two, the captain and his daughter. But with that family of his being threatened, he will not stand by. But then came Spiketail. The royal guard ain't all the way down. But even so, I'll let him rest, and I need to get rid of Spiketail. No spells are worth doing. It'd be more about the Dragon Slash and the Gust Slash. I have to wonder if I can employ any debuffs. He can go ahead and heal himself when there's no need.
Thou shalt not escape.
Well, that won't work. But it can go to sleep. Okay. I'll do that. I'll use the fairy flute then. I think Wild Side and Gust Slash will be fine here. Although it does have that kabuff.
No mercy.
I feel like right now would be a time for the Swallowtail.
I have thee now.
It does hurt. It's still asleep. I'm good with that. So the fairy flute would be good when it works. Although that hurts very badly. Then I didn't have a chance. I wonder if I should have some breath reducing armor where possible. I don't have the spell Insulatal. It's 5 points less, but that's not a big problem. Now, losing all that defense would feel a little bit like a problem. Breath, breath, breath. Although that would lessen ice damage, because that's what I'm getting here. I'll be really slow because of that. I ain't as worried about the defense of bringing in money. I want to put less worry on the breath attacks. Let me go in and out, or no, yes. I'll go out and in so I have that autosave. But darkness is taking over the world and I hate it. And I hate these monsters for being so willing to cause harm as well. Let me see if any of this makes any of this better. And if I can put him to sleep, I could really work on myself. Like, I could up my own defense with Fairy Foil. I can up my own defense too. Then I can lower the defense, even if slightly.
No
Try again to put him to sleep. It's not a guarantee.
No mercy.
That's the important thing. It's the spike tail being put to sleep. I can try. I could crack because it hits everybody.
Be gone.
It at least hurts. Understandably, the spike tail is very resistant to it. Still asleep. Yeah, the gust slash is the better thing to go with here.
No mercy.
It just likes to boost its defense, among other things. And I am glad I put those things on very much. That definitely helped me to stay alive. And only one turn to sleep, but still, at least that doesn't hurt nearly as much.
Thou shalt not escape.
I think I can employ reheal.
Reheal.
And I can up my own defense.
Thou shalt not escape.
And try and put it back to sleep. Though I don't like all that health it's getting back. Now I'd probably be fine to muster strength.
Thou shalt not escape.
Right now, I'm going to gust slash. Plenty of hurts there. Try twice to put it to sleep.
Thou shalt not escape.
Well, that feels bad. Work on getting rid of them. If I could get a critical in there, that'd be fun. Unfortunately, their defenses are up. That's less fun. Did I mention how glad I am I've put on the stuff to resist breath attacks and ice magic
More heal.
or ice damage?
Thou shalt not escape.
I don't like how fast it gets though. What if I just do more regular gust slashes? It is nice to put it back to sleep, but it won't stay asleep enough.
Shalt not escape.
I need you to stop multi-healing. I need you to run out of MP. I really need you to put, or to lose your MP. Do I have a sage with elixir? Yes, I do, just in case of the worst.
Much better.
Let me muster that strength twice while the defense is normal.
Ha!
Too much sleep.
No mercy.
They may as well be dragons and insects, and the both of them went down. And now Spiketail's in the yellow.
Thou shalt not escape.
Things are feeling better with a little thought. Oh, but it woke back up, I see. There's no Z's.
Thou shalt
So it can do both fire and ice.
no.
Well, gee. Now I have to worry about putting on ice or fire stuff as well, but the fire doesn't happen until later. So I'm not gonna think about that at the moment. I'm gonna worry about putting it to sleep. And simply wild siding. Or I can muster strength, but considering the speed, I better go wild side. Because the spike tail is too fast. There's a critical from that, I believe moon sigil? No, solar sigil. I don't mind that. I need to be faster.
No mercy, no mercy.
Need to try to put to sleep.
No mercy.
Like that.
Thou shalt not escape.
In an even deeper sleep.
Much better.
If you wake up at the very least, you'll get hurt twice. Now you're awake again, so let's try to put you to sleep again. Like that.
No mercy.
I'm glad I'm using the fairy flute in all honesty.
No mercy, no mercy.
I don't like this defense is going up again. Guess right now I oughta attack them all. Get rid of one of them, that's less damage to worry about taking. And I can defend against that. Right now I'm fairy fluting. I took a chance and it didn't pay off.
More heal.
Although I was fast enough for that. I'll do it again.
More heal.
I'll deal with that if you can just go to sleep. But hey, I didn't get hurt.
Thou shalt not escape.
Critical went right past the defense boost. That's only ice. That's no big deal. And go fairy. That's not fun to see. Okay. I'm in a better place at the moment.
Thou shalt not escape.
Back to the Scourge Whip before I do the Gust Slash. Or maybe I should be doing the Dragon Slash. Yeah, the Gust Slash hadn't been doing as much as the Dragon Slash.
No mercy.
2 chances at putting it to sleep is nice, but too bad when it doesn't work out.
Thou shalt not escape.
I almost think I should be doing Dragon Slashes right now. That ain't great. So Gust Slashes are not the way to go. It's always been Dragon Slashes, and it should be Dragon Slashes. But I almost swear you gotta reload and go all the way back to where you were back in the olden days without autosave with this.
Thou shalt not escape.
Yeah, let me wild side and do the Dragon Slashes instead. That's less MP as it is. Yeah, the average damage is much better there.
No mercy. No mercy.
I ain't think about that like I should have. It's nice when it stays asleep so I can get the wild side and get my agility back up. Don't like that. Don't like the not falling asleep.
No mercy.
do like that. Back to the wild. Especially while it's still asleep. Almost went to the wrong stuff, but okay. Then that went critical.
Thou shalt not escape.
And hey, regular attack means some damage gets reflected back.
Thou shalt not escape.
I don't like the thought of that there. I think I'll simply attack twice with this. It gets rid of the dragonflies on the side.
No mercy.
That's just ice. Although that was a concern, but not now. I'm glad I used that more heal scroll very much. Oh, wild side again.
Thou shalt not escape.
Fairy flute again. Put to sleep
No
again.
mercy.
While defense is back to normal, I will double attack the Dragon Slash. Still asleep. That was lucky there. And still asleep. Until now. I ought to keep working on that right now. Can I win now? I did get to cast that first. Then I'm frozen with fear. I was afraid of that. That felt like bad luck there. Do I grind or do I not? I'll consider the grind. I have what it takes. I don't feel like putting on a... Yeah, vulnerable to any and all elemental attacks. No, thank you. Attacks against fire and ice breath attacks. But then, at the cost of my agility, I could double my defense against fire attacks. It's not a great feeling. But maybe I don't need the Sage's Elixir after all. I don't need to use Oomph Powder, although that would save me MP. Just not convinced. I can use these seeds, though. Alright, I'll go up a few levels then. At least I know where to go to fight them. But I don't want to think that I need to... Well, I don't think I can even do anything else, really. And I don't want to use any of the helpful things that are, in fact, helpful. Ah, shit. Swallowtail away. I did not mean for that at all. If they were to physically attack, though, they'd hurt themselves. I'm just glad I went to that other one. Until it ran off. I need that swallowtail back. I don't know why the game put it away when reorganizing my stuff. Not the edged boomerang, the swallowtail. Massive difference between the others. And I forgot I can simply whistle. No, I don't need them at all. Not at all. Frankly, here, I'd only care about the metal slime, so can Falcon Slash. One hit did hit. If it decides to physically hit me again, it's dead. But it didn't decide to. What food holiday is it today? That's what I need to know. We're in the 7th, and today is National Cotton Candy Day. When's the last time you had cotton candy? I know it's been forever for me. And look at all 6 of these. I don't want those physical attacks to miss. I want them to actually hit. The physical attacks anyway, and there goes one. There goes 2. And 3. Wow, the criticals. Love that. And yet, okay, I barely need any more experience, but that was still very fruitful. Probably didn't need to do that. I mean, though, that's enough to level up right there. And then we get a little more for good measure. I'm thinking level 33 I'll go to. Level 33, or if I learn a skill at level 32. Although that's going to call for more and more experience. That's going to be annoying. But patience can pay off. Can, anyway. I've not had cotton candy in a long time. I don't need it. And hello, Dark Phoenix Tori. Here's an unfortunately annoying moment of a stream, but there's a reason for it. Who cares about that until I greet you with this like you prefer? I swear it's that anyway. Let me double check. Yes, I did pay off with that. I did remember right. So, here in Dragon Quest I HD 2D Remake, as sponsored by Square Enix, who granted me a key, darkness has taken over the world a little bit. You can see those little flecks of purple there. You need to go across all the major settlements in the world and see what's up. In one such place, I am on the verge of beating a boss, but I think I need to level up a little bit. There are enemies here that can help with that. These are not it. If you're here when they show up, which it may only be seconds, I will show you enemies that are supposed to be cute, but can also be annoying, but also help to level up. Those little metal slimes there. So, there's a slime here like this, but it's more silvery. The lighting would tell you almost otherwise, depending. But those metal slimes, they're real evasive and they're real prone to running away. But if you are fortunate enough where they stay in the fight and then you defeat them, then you get plenty of experience, which right now at my level isn't plenty, but it's still plenty. And thanks to the spiked armor I wear that reflects damage back physically on the attacker, it killed itself. That kind of thing is always funny. So right now I effectively have to kill 10 of those to level up now 9. And the most I've seen in a group is 6. But of course, there's only a chance they'll show up. I will take that chance. I just want to level up mainly to get a new skill, but maybe the stats will be enough. But I think I'm decked out enough with what I need. Let this boomerang have a chance of hitting them all. And I don't want the physical hits to miss. Now that sucked. I didn't hit any of the metal slimes there. The critical hit happened on the Hocus Chimera. I did not want that at all. Then they all ran off. Why? Why, oh why? And unfortunately for me, stuff that can better hit metal slimes, I am unfortunately a ways away before being able to get that. So I just got to make do with what I have. But I've dealt with this kind of stuff in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, so I know what I'm dealing with. I know it's annoying, but I know what it all comes with. So I will deal if I'm trying to level up again. Although I'm getting a little peeved about not running into many metal slimes, but this is one of the main places where you can. At least them being too stunned to move means I can get away quicker. How did the week go for people? Was there anything major that was a win for you? Or even if it wasn't major, just any kind of win. I definitely want to hear about that. Let me try to Falcon Slash. Sometimes there's a chance of a critical hit happening. But when it runs away, it doesn't matter. There was no need on that Ram Raider. Pardon me. But I still need so much experience, but there's not enough metal slimes staying and dying. But I knew there was always a chance of that, and it would always come with the territory. That doesn't mean I won't try. Now I'll Falcon Slash. Okay, both hits connected, so I got both. I got the kill. That's what I want. I don't have anything that increases experience gains, do I? I swear that's not a thing. No, no, no. Nothing about any of that. No. I thought there might have been something that boosts experience, but I feel like I was crazy. No, I feel like I was imagining things. To imagine things is to not be crazy. Imagining things is totally fine. I need them all to stay. I need that one to die. Okay. That's the important thing. We got another metal slime kill. That's the most important thing. Those are 0% important. I think I need to bring the brightness up on the lamp. Especially since that ran away anyway. Or bring light. That's not necessary neither. But I need metal slimes dead. I need metal slimes to die. There's 4 of them there. I don't think it super matters, but I almost feel like the whip is a little more accurate. There goes one. And then I decided to run off. And only one hit connected. It ran off. I tried. I got one. They don't matter. What else can I bring up or ask about? Let's see. I don't think I need to give a daily reminder of how I got into the current game being played. I think it'd probably be more of a half-week thing. But what I can say is I've had interest in Dragon Quest and I've streamed 11. I don't think I was able to apply for Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake last year if there was an application for sponsorship for it, but I swear I got it for less than regular price. I swear I got Dragon Quest III secondhand. Either that or I did get it at regular price because I knew I wanted to play it. And then I realized, thanks to Uncle Shaq, my twin brother, that through my YouTube views, I was actually able to apply for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes. So I took that chance, and against all my wildest dreams, with a franchise this huge in Japan, I was granted a key for this here. But I knew that I couldn't simply play this first. I needed to do the ERDRICK trilogy, so that meant starting with Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I platinumed that stuff. Now I'm here. And I totally get why I should have played this, or played 3 first. 3 set the tone for this here. 3 set the legend of ERDRICK into motion by sealing me off away from my mama and by a wish my dad. So I was stuck here, and now I've become a descendant of myself. It's so very, very, very saddening. But we're here. And somehow I also got sponsored to share Octopath Traveler 0 with you all. I can hardly believe that, but it's what happened, and I tried. I applied. I was able to apply, and I applied. And I gave a application, or rather a letter as to why. That was part of the application process. And I can hardly believe that I'm able to share these with you. Okay, 2 of them got hit. I wish they'd more physically hit so they could have that damage reflected back on them. Like that. Why is that a miss? We got 1. To get 1 is a blessing right now. I want to be grateful for it. So having groups of metal slimes like this means there's more chance of killing more. If only there were more criticals to come out, but still, to get a hit is something. That was terrible. That's not as terrible. Could have missed both hits, but it didn't. Glad it didn't. The only question of the day I can think of is, what's the last time you grinded for anything? Doesn't even have to be just a video game. What's the last thing you grinded for recently? I know right now it's this for me. And I will keep going until I get to where I need to be. Hate it when they run off. I need to think of top 10s to share. We had to go back through Dragon Quest III, or rather, since I unlocked all the spells and abilities, I can just look that up and think of the top 10 spells and abilities, or top 10 abilities, then top 10 spells, share that. I don't like running all this junk here. I don't need it. I don't need it at all. That's what I need. That and the 4s and especially the 6s. And the physical attacks as well. Thank you for staying, all of you. There go 2 even. Even better. You're still here. I killed the whole party of metal slimes. That's the best. I'll kill some small fry enemies if need be. And I'll do it with the swallowtail. There goes the Hocus Chimera. Fine, I'll go back to the Scourge Whip. I don't mind. They're a group. That hurt a little, but not enough to worry. There's level 32. There's some stats. That protects against the breath. Holy crap. Let me go back to Cole now with that. And further bolster my defenses. Maybe not immediately, but man, that's kind of a big deal. I did learn a new skill, and this ability actually could be really helpful. We'll fast forward through all this again. Okay. Let's get back into this. I'm glad I still have the fairy flute in my inventory, at the very least.
No mercy.
He can up his defenses if he wants. I'm trying to put him to sleep.
Thou shalt not escape.
Now, it ain't necessarily working out as well as I would like, but at least I have an item that can do it. And now it's put to sleep. That defense will eventually wear down while I speed myself up. What could I do else? I can muster strength. Or I could try to put it into an even deeper sleep just in case it decides to wake up.
No
I think that was okay to do because still asleep. Agility went back to normal and I don't need to double up on my wild side, so a double dose of Dragon Slash will be more the thing while its defenses are up. Now we're back to the neutral here while it calls for help. But going back to sleep with the fairy flute is a beautiful thing and a reason to put the swallowtail back on. And now the first of them decided to get all killed. And then so did the other. I am glad of getting rid of the both of them.
Thou shalt not
I
escape.
don't like the kabuff though. I don't like its defenses going up, so now its breath is being used. So maybe I should insulate it at the moment. While it's awake and while it doesn't go to sleep like I'd like for it to, I should probably have the insulator. I don't like its defenses going back up though. Makes me think if I should use Orochi's sword to drop defense after all. That's a guaranteed thing. Probably should more heal myself as well. Get myself back into the good doses of health. Although if I had kept it half, I could do the double Dragon Slash. How much worth it is it to do though? I'm not sure. It's not enough of a thing I feel worth putting the risk on for. I do feel like getting rid of them. But it doesn't quite help when their defenses go up. There goes my insulator. It's been gone. But at least they're gone too. I forgot that I have snooze. Thank you, insulator, for protecting me from the breath.
Thou shalt not escape.
Now I have risks I'm ending up trying to make here.
Not escape.
Well, my health is a little on the lower side, but to get the most out of it, I need my attack back up. There's a double dragon slash that really hurts. Devastating. Can I put it back to sleep? Yes, I can. So I can do the double dragon slashes again. And make that more painful. And I've got the MP for the both of them. I'll risk for this. Only put his defenses back up. I'll risk the wild side as well. And go for this again. That hurts, and so does that. But I think I better heal myself. That felt necessary. Now I can attack twice, so I will. Thank you, fire defenses. Probably should have put to sleep again.
Thou shalt not escape.
I got lucky there that it's asleep. I'm going to use... I put away the Sage's elixir. Oh no. I don't have anything to really up my
Thou shalt not escape.
HP right now. That's the only thing I can think to do at the moment. I ain't afraid.
Thou shalt
Then I
not escape.
dodged. Then defenses go up and mine go back to normal. Then the damn multi-heal. All I can think to do is attack. I was fine until that. Then I didn't realize my Sage's elixir was put away. So I need that back. I actually need that back. I'll reselect an adventure log instead of simply go back to church. I ain't losing my money. Okay. I needed that. If I had that, I probably would have won that time. But you see, I'm getting closer and closer. You see, I'm learning from things and adapting. So I'm gonna be all right. I'll go ahead and wild side first. While he gets his speed up, so will I. And then I will try to put to sleep.
Escape. No mercy.
Now, instead of mustering strength, although I still really could, I think I will. It'll be all right. Then I'll get the dragon slashes in. 'Cause that just plain hurts. Too bad about that critical, because it did not matter at the time. I'll just regular dragon slash, but that critical was nice, and that critical was nice. That was luck there. Then I can swallowtail swipes here. Get rid of the dragonflies around the spike tail. Even with up defenses, that ain't enough to worry. Now back to the stronger whip and to use the fairy flutes. In comes the breath,
Thou shalt
but I ain't worried. Let me wild side again. Let me fairy flute again.
shalt not escape.
I enjoy putting a boss to sleep like that. Then muster strength while waiting for the defense to go back down. Defense didn't go back down though, so I may as well do that. That solar sigil is really coming in, and I guess it must be in the red. No, it's in the yellow. I'll still use this while wild siding. 2 chances to put to sleep like that. That's more of what I was thinking of, and I'm glad it worked out. Now back to the wild side while it wakes up again.
No mercy.
I can put it to sleep and not have its defenses up. That'd be real ideal like that.
Much better. Much better.
And wakes up again, but I've mustered my strength, so I've got a Dragon Slash. While the defenses are down as well. Now I can try and put to sleep again.
No mercy.
Like that. And my health is low. It woke up again. It's okay to multi-heal. I'm still gonna wild side. At least I'm unfazed.
Thou shalt not escape.
Okay, I need to fix myself. I need the more heal right now. And I'm fast enough to do it. Sometimes it's more about staying alive. And sometimes it's just beautiful when it goes to sleep. I can only do 1 Dragon Slash, so I guess I'll do 2 regular attacks. I ain't scared. My grinding, my learning, my patience have paid off. No more spike tail to threaten Cole. Curses! Bested by a mere human? You dead. And oh, how important that is. You found the ultimate key, and now it's mine. Oh. Yeah. My thanks, stranger. Uncommon descendant, 'tis thee, heavens be praised. As thou art full of ware, my fear of monsters is great indeed. So great that I did quit the detachment sent in search of Princess Gwaelin, who's been rescued. And now thou comest once more to my aid, uncommon descendant. Heh, I fear I cut a far from heroic figure. Not the way you struck down 2 monsters that were coming after your family. That is heroic enough. So give yourself some credit.
Nonsense! Thou art a hero in mine eyes, father! Thou didst come to mine and mother's aid in our time of greatest need, and right handily, too.
Yeah, you did.
Indeed, and hadst thou not, we would surely have been devoured. Thou art a hero in both our eyes, beloved, and ever shalt thou be so.
Full thankful am I to you both. If only there were a pixel animation of all 3 of them hugging. The thought of losing my wife and child was 1,000 times worse than that of losing my own life. And before I knew it, I was charging at the fiend like a man possessed. I have recovered my courage, for I know now wherefore I must fight. Good on you, man. And fight I shall, to protect the 2 of you and my home both. Okay, my wish was granted. There was a thing of him hugging the both of them. That was beautiful again. I don't think there's anything in here. No. All right. why don't I go rest somewhere? In fact, I can rest for free. Not the Field of Flowers. I'm at the Fairy Village. Damn. But stuff did work out. And Pixel animating hugs. Pixel the cat went and shown animated hugs there in pixel format. I'm just glad I managed to win that fight, and I didn't even need the Sage's Elixir after all. And I didn't use Insulatable in that fight, but I did have stats. I don't think I'm going to be able to make this until I get the Lyre of Ire, probably. What I can do is get a free rest. I'm glad I remembered that. And hello to Verla Wilson on TikTok, and thank you for the hearts there. Now, while I'm better about this on Twitch, or YouTube for that matter, honestly, I feel better. I probably should be doing more with YouTube as it is. I greet people with a fist bump, then one of these 3 welcoming sounds here. If you have a preference of one, more than one, random, none of those welcoming sounds, let me know. I'll make a note of that in the future. Because I want to make people feel welcome when they choose to chat. Because they don't have to. They can simply sit around and enjoy the vibes. But if you want to chat, I want you to know that I see you. And that's how I do it. All right. With this music here, go check around the other towns across the world is no longer a thing here. So I did that thing thanks to taking out the Spike Tail. I'm glad I managed it. Okay. She'll make stuff here. She'll make the last sigil. No words, though. Is it the Star Sigil, or is it not? I'd rather believe it's the Star Sigil. Yes, it is. But no words, just focus. No, she had words. Now we have all 5 sigils. Now we need the Lyre of Ire. I made my marks. That's kind of a big deal here. So when defending, the Star Sigil may restore or will restore some MP. It's not as big a deal. I thought we could make more stuff, but no. Now I need to get the Lyre of Ire. But I don't want to go to that yet. I more want to go to the Weeping Isle because I swear there's ultimate chests in there somewhere. I'm going to bank on it. I swear I saw an ultimate chest in there. And in a secret spot nearby. So let me Holy Protection or Holy Water as well. I just want to focus on the chests around here. Because now I can open everything. Definitely not down there. I knew that. Or if I didn't know, I definitely figured. Now, around here, I'm not so sure. Nope. Nothing. I swear there's nothing around there. Nope. And then, nope. So why don't I head into the next area and see? Nope. Then I see nothing there. Nope. Thank you, Holy Water. I'm glad you worked. But it is beautiful to have that ultimate key. Hugs, Grimoire Hurst asks. Then I wonder, are you using Nezuko to run away from the hugs? Or using Nezuko to run toward the hugs? Because after beating the Spike Tail, we saw a family man hug his family. That's why the hugs are a thing. And hello to Grimoire Hurst. Always happy to see you and need to meet the game and me to play, honestly, the both of these, but we know you got more of a preference and I love that preference. Maybe I ought to play that thrice because you're subscribed. Running towards the hugs, it looks like. And I wonder if that's necessarily allowed, but I swear that other emote of white bear hugging the brown bear with all the love there, is that not, like, they don't have the permission to use that as an emote, do they? I don't know. But RPGs, yes, indeed, will often peek out of the pot for some uncommon energy. I hope you do, because there's plenty to go around, especially now that I've beaten that boss and I only got one more objective to do, and I have the ultimate key. So there's plenty of good happening that you came into. I'm glad I grinded 2 levels, and I'm glad I put on equipment to resist some elements. There are a lot of channels with those bears hugging. Oh gee. If there's a lot with that, then what's stopping me? And this is coming from the channels and not necessarily Franker Face Z or Better Twitch TV. That's from the channels direct themselves. And a lot of people using emotes from movie scenes, like jumping from explosions and whatnot. Rem was wondering if permission was needed too, but if they're just a few seconds, maybe not. You know, that makes a whole lot of sense there, actually. I mean, if it's a few seconds, I like to think it wouldn't necessarily be copyright infringement. Now, if it was like 10 or 15 or something, especially a minute, that would definitely be issues, but a few seconds, maybe not so much. Maybe not. Ain't nothing there, neither. It'd be closer to the end of this when I would find surely 1 or 2 ultimate chests or something, I would like to think. Now there's actual need for holy protection. Thought there might have been something there, but no. It's all right. No monsters are coming to mess with me right now anyway. I swear there could be an ultimate chest along this way. I swear. Not necessarily by the moon and the stars in the sky. There's an ultimate chest. Oh crap. It's my past life shield. That's one of the major pieces of equipment here. It bestows various effects upon those who wield it. There ain't nothing more here. That's kind of a huge deal. It won't reflect on the person here, but whatever, we know I got it on. That's really huge. And I'm glad I came this way, and I'm glad I remembered right that there were ultimate chests to plunder. Really glad about that. Now, what else? Now, what else? Another 9 treasures. I forget all about that with 9 treasures around here. And come to think, I kind of left after this anyway, so it'll be okay. I probably don't need holy protection at this point. I didn't come back to grab all these. A rabbit tail, rousing ring, an ice shield, another one really. I got 2 into myself. What the hell, Uncommon? How could you do this? But hey, I got a shield up. Let me muster my strength. Now let me do this here. I mean, 2 of them missed, but then all 4 in the second time worked out. And hey, there is Sage's elixir in there. Now let me peep this. That's a real thing. That was a real chest. Copper sword is nothing. Didn't need ultimate key for this, though. This wouldn't dare be a mimic, would it? No. Man. But there's still 2 treasures somewhere that I didn't realize. So where would they be? Where, oh where? And I did not mean to be as bad as Freerin. Freerin don't care about the mimic side of it all. She just wants to open chests and look in them. But otherwise, she just doesn't care. She'll get eaten by so many mimics. Feels bad about that, but it makes for a hilarious anime. I need season 2. I need more Freerin. Need to find those other 2 treasures as well. Then I'll zoom over to the Citadel. Oh, there's nothing here. This is not where I need to be. Definitely not the exterior. Level 1 is where I need to be, but I'd hate for them to not be chests. If they're not chests, then that's going to be a problem. I'm not going to care enough. I don't see chests here. But getting the ultimate key was a big deal, and now I have ERDRICK's shield. It's a massive deal. There was a chest there that was already open. I'm worried that these will in fact be spots to walk around. And I will not care. If right now I won't care anyway. But I checked the places though. Maybe I will just zoom to the Citadel now. There are definitely 2 chests there that I can open. Definitely, definitely. Why I need to go and open them. Imagine if one of them was a scroll to see the sparkles on the ground. No, but that's a demon whip. What about the other? Oh, I can go back to Tantagel's castle. There's another mini medal. Let me go back to Tantagel Castle. Now I can go into that treasure room. That's kind of a huge deal. And they will not at all mind. I rescued Princess Gwaelin. They will feel forever in my debt. Not that I want to take advantage, but I just have the ultimate key to get into all that, so they really won't mind. They really will be okay with this, I'm sure. So let me go in here and grab all that now that I literally can. 4 chests in here to grab. Could you imagine if one of them would be, mimics? A true hero would not stoop to petty thievery. You mean I'm a thief? But I rescued the princess and, yeah. So in a past life, I wrote down how to enlighten, how I beat Zoma. Not the courage and desire to see people saved. That's already been done. Oh no, is this not? Oh no, this isn't me. This isn't ERDRICK. This is someone else. while more than capable, also good at spells. Falcon Slash, beyond most skilled knights. Also Kazap, to hit everybody with thunder. So that was just telling about Falcon Slash and Kazap. Oh no, Gwaylin's diary. She'd been told plenty about ERDRICK. Then defeating Zoma. The royal line of Tantagel was entrusted to protect the Sphere of Light. One mightier than a dragon with a heart as good as gold. I don't know, if I read a diary, am I any heroic anymore? One of the best things you could do if you were an RPG hero that saved the world. And if I were to tell people about it, they would surely say, oh, well, you know, if you say the princess, whatever, that's all right, you can take all of that. And now I have Snoop. When do I need Snoop, though? They got Holy Protection. When do I need Snoop? Oh, that's the one to check for the treasures nearby. That's what I needed. That Snoop is exactly what I need. It's exactly what I need, and now I'm happy. Now I can make that a shortcut. Maybe not safe passage. I need Snoop. I need that. It ain't a thing right now here, though. But now I can grab everything everywhere. Like there. Let's see on the map. In order to get there, I gotta go over here. I never opened that pot, I see. Must not have touched those neither. No, I didn't. Sure did now. Then I wouldn't know that. Now I've gotten all the treasure here. Now I can find all the treasures that escaped my gaze. This is a very happy time right now. I beat a challenge of a boss at the time. I have the ultimate key. Now I can snoop, and now I can find the other things around here. I forget if there's anything else around now. I'll check and double check and triple check. Ain't nothing around here. There was nothing out here anymore. I did all that. I doubt there's anything in there as well. Then I can simply zoom back to Tantagel and check outside there. No. That's alright. That's a-okay. I need 2 more mini medals. It was over here this whole time, a seed of life. Wow, I felt bad about that. Back to the Weeping Isle to check for the stuff now that I can. This is too good now. Ain't nothing there. Because there are 2 treasures around somewhere. Somewhere. Where? Where? No to all that. There was something at my feet there. Zombie mail. Oh, right. I forgot about the secret spot nearby, too. Forgot all about that. And my feet there. Don't need the choker. We're about to get closer and closer to summoning Rubiss, but I don't think I'll be doing that today. I don't think today. It's probably better that I don't, time-wise. But there's so much to do anyway. There's definitely a secret spot down this way to go back to and open its ultimate chest at. And that ain't it, that's just a rock. I can avoid all this junk over here. I don't think it was here in the forest, but there is a sparkly spot. Grabbing a few things there. Can I make something out of that and not just sigils? Or is that needed for other reasons instead? And all I needed was the stuff for the sigils. There's surely an ultimate key around here, or an ultimate chest around here. Yeah. In fact, it's right up there. It's just an agility ring, though. I think it'll be okay to highlight the secret spots now, because I swear I've been to them all. If not, it'll be whatever. Display the secret spots on the map now. There's one pretty far away there. But I'll check them all. Just in case of anything to snoop. Because there's more possibly bound to be. I need to get more mini medals and open more chests. I need to, and I will. Nothing here. And the Forgotten Ruins feels bad about that. You know what? I don't know if there's anything to open there. And kind of think, where is Zalen if not in Galen's Ruins, actually? So where, oh where? There. I didn't check that pot for a seed of strength. But I did now. Not just play by play. What's where? I've not touched any indie games this week, have I? I don't remember touching any indie games this past week. I wonder, maybe I could just mention some that'd be worth looking into. When did I get Sarevna playtest? What was that all about? I know I need to play Moonlighter 2. And I know 2 people have it on their wish list, so they've got interest as well. Did they see me play it, or had they had interest in it of themselves? Either one totally works. Oh, I did do 13Z. That 13Z is actually fun. And I wouldn't mind playing more of that. I'm waiting for the full game as well. Reality Break is certainly a thing, and yeah, what version is it? 1.1.1.1. And there's DLC ships coming in 2026. I need to play more of that and share more of that with you all. I can stand to go through more of Steel Knight's Armis. I could easily get every achievement in that game. Just too bad it's a little short, or they're not as challenging, but the game itself can be. That's all right. And I know I've got a few games I gotta show you this week as well, so I will work on that too. Gotta play more Brew as well. That's probably enough to mention. Anyone heard of any of those games? Some of them you might have, especially, say, Mexican Ninja. Some of you definitely see me sample that. I know that. And I can stand to share more of that as well. I think I really need to stop playing Monopoly Go after this season ends. That's about to. Nothing there. You know what? I can go there and Go to that secret spot too. The Snoop is a real winner of a spell. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Holy Protection is really coming in handy as well. Oh, my neck, though, maybe. Nothing left here. And I went there. Nothing there or there. Been there already. I don't feel like going through the cave. Although I could, and there might be stuff in there to see anyway. So I say one thing, and then I do another. Oh, there's nothing here anyway. There could be stuff in basement level 2, though. I'll have to check. But I'm just glad Holy Protection is working so very well. And I can go sleep for free to get my MP back when I'm not leveling up. I don't need no ultimate key for that door. But I'm still so glad to have the ultimate key. There's one more somewhere, so I better be snooping. It'll probably show on the mini-map if I'm nearby. Or if it's on the mini-map, then it'll show up. Then I have to hoof it all the way back. I'll deal. Nothing there. Need to get Ball Pit when it goes on sale, I swear. Need to get it on PS5 because Uncle Shaq finds it to be fun too, deceptively so. And we can game share like that. Come to think, doesn't every platform now have a way to game share? There's definitely a way to game share in the PlayStation 5 and 4. And there's a way to game share on Steam easily, family. Steam did that very easily. I want to swear the Xbox has a way to game share. And I know with the virtual game card stuff, Switch 2 allows for game sharing. Oh, that's why I didn't open it. It's a can of box. Why did I not peep this? Because that was a very good reason to leave it alone. Why, oh, why? Oh, I can't beef up the Flame Slash. That's surprising. I can't beef up the Flame Slash? I can beef up everything else? Wow. I can hardly believe that. You can't beef up the Flame Slash. That is a bad surprise. That's probably something to make a note of here. Because, wow. Not fun. Wow, oh wow. Oh, that wasn't in 3, that was in 1. That in the wrong place. I cannot believe that, but it was plain as the game looking at my face. Still wow, though. I'm not gonna evac, it'll send me back to the start of the whole place instead of out the other side, closer to the secret spot. I don't want that. I want to be out on the other side, closer to the secret spot, so I'm gonna have to leave through here. And I'm gonna have enough time for a full meal instead of yesterday. I almost think some weirdly enriched cinnamon pebbles I'll have instead of cookies for a snack. All right, now we'll go over this way to the secret spot. Then I'll keep going down the list. I don't need the holy protection, and I'm glad I was right. Nothing there. Where other spot there? Now I want holy protection to protect from that. Now it'll be okay. Oh, my neck. Like, I feel like there's something wrong. I wonder if it's what kind of swell, but it's not a tumor necessarily, and I'm surprised it wouldn't be. I'd more believe that it is. That field of flowers looks like a secret spot, but it's not a secret spot. This is a secret spot right here. Nothing there. None of that. And that's the last that I'm aware of. I don't think there should be any more. Tasty, healthier snacks indeed. Oh, I can do things in here. Do I maybe have a swollen lymph node? I wish I remembered to ask the doctor that the first time I went last month. But I've looked into that being a possibility. They said they didn't notice any real swelling, but I feel like it is more a swollen lymph node. I feel like that'd be more the thing, and I forgot to ask that. But it's not causing me any real life-threatening discomfort, and it's not causing me anything that's stopping me from functioning well. But yeah, that feels like that. If I remembered, I would have asked if it was that. I'm glad I remembered to come down here for that. But I don't need that mask of implacability. No, no, no. Then I forgot about a shop in here. I could buy that, but I don't think I will right now. I didn't mean to go in, but it was a very good thing that I did. Then I'll actually want safe passage above the poison. But I mean, though, despite the cinnamon pebbles being a deceptively tasty, healthier snack, mini chocolate chip cookies just feel more fun and buttery. But I mean, though, I could eat the cookies and get them out of the way, then have the... Oh. This I forgot about. I forgot all about that. They will actually tear into me. Holy water will not work out here. While I'm here, I better be in good places. I forgot all about that. Blue dragons over here. They're a bit much for me. And mini chocolate chip cookies are chocolatey too. Cannot forget the chocolatey. Maybe I'll go for them here. What can I go for first? Zapple will work out here. And thank you, ERDRICK Shield, for just being there. That could have been bad if it wanted to be. We gotta go Dragon Slash, we just do. Maybe I'll go Wild Side. I'll have to go to regular Dragon Slash as last I checked. Yeah, I'll just do that. Although that did hurt. I can cast that twice. Okay, there that goes. And hey, I leveled up, so I got all that back. That was a lucky break. But yeah, blue dragons are strong. And Blue Dragon was an amazing Xbox 360 JRPG that I'm glad more people get to play because it's backwards compatible. I love that so much. Now, where's the sparkle? Where is the sparkle? I don't see the sparkle. Goes back over here then. Okay, that is really weird. Clearly there's supposed to be a sparkle somewhere, but I don't see no damn sparkle anywhere. That was not very clear there. It was hidden behind that. But it was a lot of money. Now I must have gone through all the secret spots. I don't see nothing else. Oh, no I didn't. There's one more over there. And there's another near Sanctum. I did not access all the secret spots in the world. There's one near Cole. Man, I totally missed 3 secret spots. I was gonna say 4. But it looks more like 3. But I'm gonna go to them. We have been explorating, and it's definitely felt worthwhile. Absolutely worthwhile. And Holy Protection helped me over here. No, it can't. Although they're only cosmic chimeras. If only I had whoosh, and then swoosh and cuss swoosh. What I'll do, though, is cattle prod. And I'll do it again, because it clearly worked. How have things been with Grimoire Hearst, and has there been anything new you've wanted to share or anything? I don't remember if you were here when I mentioned that I had been sponsored by Square Enix to also show Octopath Traveler 0. Somehow that worked out as well, and I showed that a few days ago. Yeah, a few days ago, a little bit, the beginning of the game. Now, why don't I check, I want to have the Headsman's Axe in my inventory. And the Demon Whip is more powerful than the Scourge Whip. I totally forgot about that. Fuck. I totally forgot about that. Which means auto-saving is a thing. So I can load the auto-save after the battle. The Demon Whip has no place in my inventory. Headsman's Axe on the other hand, yes it does. Yeah, I forgot about that Demon Whip. I didn't even read it like I should have. Thank you, autosave, though. Man, I hated that. 2 treasures. And then 1 is in the grass. It's the Banishing Bell. Nothing there, so up this way to Rimmeldar. Oh, rough couple of months. If you want to detail why, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just feel bad about it being a rough couple of months. And really miss the time zone Grim moved from. That's a major life change, moving away. For sure. But glad to catch some streamers, including favorites, and I appreciate you being here, and so do the other beautiful souls. We're glad you're able to be here again. And if you're past the rough months, I'm glad about that. If not, I hope they move away sooner than later. Today, some of the mild adulting is already done. Get dishes and started a dinner in the slow cooker after someone found a nice beef roast on sale. That does sound good, so that'll be some tender roast there. Glad to hear about that. All right, Swallowtail said to hit them all with boomerangs. Since I don't have Kazap yet, I guess I must not have Holy Protection on. I won't worry about it at the moment, it's no biggie. This is the biggie. But there's no treasure. Is it about talking to people then? North of Rimmeldar and Westerly Rocks. North of Rimmeldar. What's that? Sands north and investigate the Westerly Rocks. I went there. Westerly Sands. I went there already. And that's south. Yeah. So I'm all good there. That's all fine. I did that. Then zoom to coal. Rough time at the place they lived after one of the pets had medication stop working as effectively. Ultimately, a cheaper, faster source for vet service was found, and things steadily got better. But almost consistent 2 months of worry and a lot of detail cleaning for everyone's safety. That does sound rough. But now it seems the new medication works and all vehicles that suddenly had issues are all fixed up. And with shampooed interiors. I am glad that all of this sounds to be working out better now. Things look to be looking up. And just before the end of the year, no less. So that is happy to hear about. I wonder if any of it had to do with human allergies to fur children, or if it was fur children suffering. That's what it's sounding more like there. But now also shampooed interiors. Where's the secret spot around there? I ain't seeing nothing. How nothing? Oh, just outside of that. That was a little deceptive of the game. Master Cole Smithy, close fellowship, yeah. So gifted him ERDRICK's sword, the Sword of Kings. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. So there's those. Where was one more secret spot that I missed then? Unless I found it. I'm thinking that's what happened. I found it. I think I found all the secret spots in the game now. Let me go back over to Cole. Just because. Graham always worries about minding if things get better sometimes, though. Graham gets worried if talking about good things or things are getting better, and something bad will happen. You sound like you really believe in karma, and strongly so. I feel like it's possible, but at the same time, sometimes things happen one way or another with no explanation. And it may be better to just, at times, to live in the here and now and just hope for the best. But I totally get the concern and all, I really do. Monsters are gone. And of course, he'd be bravado about it. At least lately, there's been more time to make things like dinner at home. That's definitely a good feeling thing, and I'm glad you have that for you. You deserve it. Oh, he's or she's the Royal Guard's mom. That's all good there. I can go back to the mini metal thing now. Need to go back to Tantagel. So you know what, I will, because there was something in the church. There is something in plenty of places there. Let's go to that church here. Because I can get something now that I couldn't before. I forgot that, well, actually, now I can open that door. There's a mini metal. And then a lame spider web. Let's go get another thing from the Monarch of Metals now, too. Let's go ahead with that. Now that we got 30. Now I have a Savior Staff. Meditation Scroll will be next. I thought it'd be the Metal Wing Boomerang. No, that's 37 medals. Oh, hell. Oh, well, though. Let me see about that, Staff of Sentencing. Not Staff of Sentencing. Savior Staff. It can be used to boost breath attack resistance. I don't need to equip it, though. And then what? Check the armor. I don't want the agility Gillet. Definitely not the Mask of Implacability with that curse. What I have now is good. Then back to Cantillon. So much can be done now. I love it. Now where? Here, Northeast House. When should I buy weapons? There's that ultimate chest with another mini medal. I'll drop out the side, I don't even care. But there's some better weapon shops somewhere last I checked. I don't know that I need that, though. Maybe I don't need to buy them. Maybe I don't need any weapons from here after all with the Headsman's axe. I don't need that. Oh, there's Zalen. I'll go talk to him soon. Kind of a big deal to see Zalen. Yeah, don't need that. So let me go talk to Zalen here. Descendant of Galen. Oh, if it is not my good friend, uncommon descendant. A pleasure as always. If the records of times past are to be believed, both Galen of the Golden Voice and mighty ERDRICK spent time here in Cantlin. Then, too, the world was threatened by a great evil. Much of Galen's work concerned those times, the hero of legend, and the people of this town. Wherefore did he write of such things, thou askest? Why? Because 'twould surely have been impossible not to. Certain records also suggest that he did hide the Lyre of Ire back in our... Certain records also suggest that he did hide the Lyre of Ire back in our ancestral home, that a careless strum might not summon the fearsome fiends, known to roam hereabouts. Perhaps I, too, should return to Galen home. Its people must surely be pining for the return of their best beloved bard. Look at that sparkle on him. Have I been doing okay? Lots of good sponsors in Dragon Questing. I mean, I'm hanging in there. I'm still enough able to pay the bills. Still able to pay rent and power, among other things. There's been snacking. There's been bringing home snacks. There's been the occasional able to hang out. There's keeping up everyday ERDRICK. But I will say one thing that bad happened. We had a bed bug. But after Monday, when Orkin came in and saw no signs of any more in the two places that mattered, and taking heavy precautions, there's not been a bite on either of us since. I should say the husbando of the Dark Phoenix Tori and I. The two of us have not had any bites since. And we've not seen anything that suggests any bed bugs spawn or eggs. So if we're lucky, maybe it was just the one. But we're staying vigilant and making sure we don't see any more or we don't feel any more bites. But we've been handling that at the very least. And if anything, it's not been any more reason to have to stop for everyday ERDRICK, to have to put a understandable pause. I've not had to contend with that. But I see you've had to contend with fleas. It was the first time ever dealing with fleas. I imagine those are very, very bad as well. I don't know firsthand how bad they are, but I definitely hear that. Come on, Glasses, get in there. There. What pet was it, if I may? Cat or dog? I imagine those are the main sources of fleas. Or the main issues that fleas decide to cling on to. Oh, let's see. I found that too. And we'll go to the Cave of the Dwarves. Now that there's more there. Oh yeah, his weapon shop has been open too. The Headsman's Axe is more space strong, but that has more chance of doing things. Could get that bandit mail. I don't know, that spiked armor is pretty fun. Even if you see just a few adult ones, you had to attack it aggressively and clean a lot for weeks, if not months, depending. Yeah, that would be a disaster. Fleas and bedbugs sound like they both have plenty of speed in spawning. It's very, very awful feeling. Where is it? The well? No. I need to go outside the cave of the dwarves in order to find that. That's what it is. I need to actually go into the cave. So let me zoom outside of it, then go in. Graham used to live in a place that was apparently too harsh for them to really live long. No idea what was with those jumping dots in a rug one day. Oh no! You saw jumping dots in a rug one day. That does sound like a flea. If it didn't, it definitely sounded like just something bad at all. It sounded like a bad bug. It sounded like one to spray bug spray on. Yeah, I forgot all about this here. Another 3 treasures as it is, including a mini medal. So now I gotta check all around here as well. So definitely gotta snoop around and check for other things at my feet. And you're sorry I had to deal with anything at all like a biting bug. Well, I appreciate that concern there. And knock on wood, I'm glad the danger or annoyance, probably more danger, I'm gonna say, is over, if for now. So, it could be much worse. Ain't nothing here to snoop around right now. Feels bad about that, but still. Nothing left here, though. I'm still checking because there have been other things to find. Like there, I thought I checked those pots. I really didn't check those pots? Well, damn. I feel like I explored everywhere now, though. I really do. Or everywhere that matters, anyway. What if I haven't? I'm not sure. I'll go back to Galenholm after I sleep at the fairy village. I gotta sleep there. That's just too good an idea. That is very upsetting. Oh, right, there was a treasure here. Seed of Magic. So now all I need is the Lyre of Ire. And Grimoire repeats that Dragon Quest music is some of the greatest of all. Even in saddening times like this. Monsters came and hurt too many fairies. That was very upsetting to see. One of them's knocked out here. Oh no, that's the Overseer, and she's awake at the very least. If Grimoire had never tried Dragon Quest VIII, there would never have been any idea. I'm glad you tried to use some Dragon Quest VIII. It was well worth it, wasn't it? Alright, there ain't nothing any more in Damdara, is there? I don't think there is. Or the Wayfarer's Inn. No, I went there already. It's all right. Canceling. I forget if I checked it already. I'm going to check it. Yeah, I was just here, wasn't I? So back to Galen Holm after all. No more treasure around here, neither. Right now, somehow Robin Hood is being okay enough. No more there, neither. But I think it's worthwhile to go ahead and confess. I really need to. We're getting closer and closer to the end. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to see once, just once, if I can do things against that boss there. I've got new things. So, and I've gotten more strength. So what if I can do a thing? I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna put diamonds in my inventory. I'll use this, and that, and this, and that, and this. I'm gonna see here. Maybe take another one out. All right. Let's see if I can do the thing here this time around. I'll deal with one hit of poison. After 7, though... Oh, no. Let me read this here. Thank goodness for catching a review of Dragon Quest VIII years before ever getting to try it. Gave it a try when seeing it again. Definitely wanted to know about Jessica. Jessica is a playable character in Dragon Quest Heroes 1, so you could really use her there as well, and I swear, Yangus. Then it wound up being a terrific thing. Zarnathium feels after 7, mofos need to remaster 8 for current consoles and PC, and use 3DS quality of life stuff like a whole nother party member. Tales of Vesperia did that with Flynn Sifo there. Here's my question I'll keep asking, Zarn. Should they do that? Or should we get Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Fate? Because let's think about it. We've gotten 3 HD 2D remake. We've gotten 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. We're about to get 7 reimagined. Should we not get 12, The Flames of Fate, before 8? Because we've gotten a lot of not new games. In fact, maybe the newest one was Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince, based on 4, last I checked. Should we not get another new game in Dragon Quest 12 before 8 remastered? Maybe. Because that was a lot of remakes and remaster there. Or no, it's a whole lot of remakes that are happening here. Okay, what do I feel like doing? I feel like wild sighting. Then I feel like going for Falcon Slashes. Oh no, deflection. I did not realize the deflection. Is it in programmed turn order? That's what I need to see. Okay, 12 and then 8 and then 9. If they're not going to give us 10 online, they did. I mean, Sega gave us Phantasy Star Online 2 after so many years. They could give us Square Enix can give us 10 online. If they're not going to do that, then give us 9 again, because the online is way better. I'm still gonna wild side first. And then I'm gonna see about putting the sleep. No, highly resistant. No, there's no telling when it'll make things happen then. Okay. Fine, then I'll Demon Demeanor. There was a critical there. Because I can't be sure of when things will happen. Maybe I'll up my defense with the fairy foil.
Thou shalt not escape.
And I'll wild side again.
Much better.
Too bad that's not half. Would have been beautiful to be half, but that's at least good 2 hits. Now that's half. I can beef that up. Oh no, that's just Quadra Slash. But it's still more powerful. I think now I'll more heal. Quadra Slash was more powerful, but it didn't have the vulnerable effect. That I was surprised about, but it was still more powerful. We're in the yellows. I love the thought of that. Oh, I didn't mean a wild side again. Crap.
Thou art outmatched. Thou art outmatched.
So I need 24 MP for that. I'm gonna have to hope that I restore. No. That accidental wild side definitely messed me up, and I know I did that, but I didn't mean to. I gotta hurry though, because I feel like I can beat this thing now. But I gotta hurry about it. Let's see if I can do that. There's that to really not get hit. I just had to worry if it deflects. That would be a disaster. Like that. Well, it doesn't hurt me all that much. That was not all that bad. But I think I can beat the Night Aberrant. Why don't I up my defenses? Then muster some strength.
Thou shalt not escape.
I think Quadra Slash here would be fine. Yeah.
The end is nigh. Oh,
I need to fix me though.
much better. Ha!
Go back to the wild side.
Much better.
It was cool making your own character in 9. Yeah, that was cool. I also thought it was cool that Seth Green promoted the game in commercials. I may not watch much of what Seth Green does, and I definitely don't watch Family Guy anymore, but it was cool to have a celebrity endorse a Japanese RPG from a big deal name, 2 of them even. Square Enix was a huge deal. Enix was not enough a big deal like it should have been back in the day. And Dragon Quest is a big deal. To have Seth Green promote all of that was very nice here in America land. And considering how big the DS was as well, all the better. And it does look like he can still upgrade things for like BIOS and stuff with Bazite for Legion. Bye Windows, not even dual booting into that crap. Not Bazite for Legion, but can upgrade Legion stuff while on Bazite only. He was in Mass Effect? Who was he in Mass Effect? I would not remember that he was on Buffy. I remember him more from Family Guy and Without a Paddle, alongside who I know is my live-action Shaggy, Matthew Lillard, who I cared about on that NBC dramedy Good Girls with Christina Hendricks, Mae Whitman, and Retta. I got into it because of Mae Whitman mainly, but then I stayed for Matthew Lillard as well. And then, what's his name? The black man that I forget is the English voice of Saz Katzroy in the Lightning Saga of Final Fantasy 13 games. He was there, and that really got me into it. Was it Reno Wilson? I want to think Reno Wilson. Let me go Demon Demeanor right now. Feels bad that missed. I think it's Reno Wilson, I really do. And more Demon Demeanor. That was a critical ability. Still gotta fix me. Go ahead and deflect. It was Reno Wilson, yeah. Oh! He was Joker! He was the pilot of the Normandy! Holy cow! That was a big deal! He had been there for a long time! Especially in the first game for sure. Was he the pilot of the Normandy in all three games? Or was he a pilot in all three games? Or I forget if he had less of a role in the later games, but I definitely remember him from the first. That's actually really cool. Back in the yellow. And then a critical there. I did not see the desperation there. That felt bad. I'm gonna have to take it as a sign to stop. I can get there, but not right now. I've got to stop, and I've got to raid you all out, raid out to someone I can trust and eat. And I don't know who that can be. I think it'll be her again. It makes sense. If you want to be cooler than you already are, you can copy and paste this raid message. But I totally remember who that is very much. Entirely. Something about his legs, it was all over, but legs were worse. Yeah, I remember he wasn't able to walk at all, really. I thought there was something that could help later on for a short time anyway. But I forget entirely. All I know is we're rating Orbalology, fellow JRPG fan. And quite frankly, an inspiration to me. And probably more inspiring to do the whole YouTube thing. So I gotta do that. But for now, until tomorrow, take care of yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, believe in yourself. Have those notifications on. If you have Twitch notifications on, but you're not getting any from your app, uninstall, reinstall. That may be all it takes. And then you'll for sure not miss out on anything exciting or funny or inspiring, among other things. You're awesome. Pass it on. And until next time, stay on command. Later.